bug where you throw a grenade in a straight line, but it does a weird zigzags. We used to have that years ago in the old tiny Twitch office at 2 o'clock in the morning. Do you remember those, Dan? Those crazy
And
squiggly
like
lines.
Invisible models and
yeah, all the Go TV bugs. Well then, Vinny and Honda remain. In terms of, I'm a big fan of rise through the ranks again, so we can see if he can hold his own against the top flight players out there eventually. And he is Acor at the helm for Mousesports now, looking for their 4th round in a row. Karrigan and Frozen with some entries around the outside. And that leaves 3 for FURIA. A cold start here on Nuke. Sun may be shining, but there might be a breeze caused by Mousesports. Looking to ruffle more heads and feathers now as Kesrato's dropped in heaven. That gives them great position on the A bomb site. No response to any of these kills just yet for FURIA.
squeaky door with the AWP, and he's absolutely going through any smoke that he sees. So that's not going to work out for him. So, you know, I would imagine that Mousesports would be quite familiar with his tendencies, able to catch that action. And something I think that Mousesports could even take from the book of Cloud9 is the way that Cloud9 were trying to play against Art, spamming through the hut towards main, where Art likes to stand at the beginning of the round, just to condition him to not be there at the early timings, or to punish him for being there. And I really like that from Cloud9, and it doesn't cost you anything if you have lobby control to do that.
I actually really like that as well, now that you said it from C9, because I think it really builds up, especially versus a team like FURIA that likes to go through main, as you pointed out, Dan. Because it kind of adds the flexibility of, yeah, we do one time, but then eventually, you know, the inner rush will come or the vent will drop, and by then you don't have a guy in main anymore.
Yeah, and especially too with, you know, if teams that kind of start their defaults like more heavy outside, there is that tendency, especially for a team that likes to push, to want to hit that lobby push a lot, and you're going to suggest that there could always be lots of players lobby. A nice defense coming in here from Honda. He's got a good position to possibly get another frag out of this, which he does, and that's the bomb on the ground as well, leaving Acor alone in a 1 versus 2. Another great spot to be in. He'll swap out the... Oh, that's actually quite smart. Fires the gun, swaps out for the AK in case someone will try to punish him with a swing.
Opting against that now more and more. And if they do leave people in lobby, they tend to be 2, because since we obviously know the CTs like to push there.
Oh my god, he's been on a deathmatch. Holy potatoes. Well, this is looking devastatingly bad for FURIA very early on here on Nuke. If they were to get wiped out on this round, I'm almost ready to write off the map, and that's not something I normally do. Really need to see something from them here. 4-on-4. Karrigan smells blood in the water. And he's looking for more flesh now as he creeps towards hell. 1 minute on the clock.
Do we do any predictions here?
I said FURIA for map 1.
Mousesports for me, all the way.
Oh, that's easy now, isn't it, Dan?
Yeah, I was going to say, let's keep track of Dan here, you know? He's gone back on his word a few times. Wants to do the swap of the gun there. Only kills Karrigan. You know that Mousesports have 2 more members there. Acor holding the flank for a little bit. As they make their way down to lower. And as we see on the minimap, Art is there. Looks like he's behind a silo. Lower, so if they do end up going down there, but actually going to opt to go up in heaven instead. I actually think this is a good call. Would have hoped for like an expo flash or something from CT.
Oh, beautiful.
There, but yeah, then you have Acor doing rounds like that instead. Gets a nice 3 kill at that. Reads the play from Art there at the guys around the garage area instead. Oh, okay. I thought it was a flick on Froze now. It's just like...
Oh, okay. That sound is a little ahead.
It's a good start here, though, from FURIA, if we compare it to other rounds. Really what I want to see, you know, defensive setups. Well, we know, you know, we've seen at least the tendencies from Mousesports so far this half. Obviously, they could have swapped, but I think maybe we'll see that for next round here now when FURIA, we've seen, have kind of answered to Mousesports shenanigans for outside. We tend to see the T, it's not kind of swapping.
I think they had a molly for heaven as well. Forcing Yuri onto the low ground. You can see him jiggling with some elevation. Always nice if you can change your height with a jiggle. Make things even more difficult. Starting to wonder now. Karrigan will punish him for his curiosity. I think he'll spot 2 of the final 3 players as well. You can see the communication through the crosshair of Rops, looking up top. Had a slight check of hell as well, but Honda didn't choose to peek. And again, Mousesports have time to use as they maneuver with their man advantage. There are sound cues to be heard from CT Vent though above them. Really trying to creep now, but he's going to get deleted by Robs. Mousesports looking so sharp with these AKs. And FURIA might do the same in the second half, but they need more than 3 rounds before they get there.
Yeah, that was a nice entry from Mousesports as well. Alt goes down. He actually went underpass, died from the stairs. So it's 2 quick entries from Mousesports. And we do see the swap from them in their T-side approach. Go for a lobby default, but the fact that Art goes down, he actually does move positions too.
And this is really well called game. The executions look clean. Everybody's clearly been in a deathmatch before this one.
Yeah, and they've absolutely just, you know, dragged FURIA here completely on this side. We'll maybe make it a game here if FURIA gets 4. It's going to be very much of a, no matter what, it's going to be an uphill battle, but 12-3 versus 11-4. Big difference. I mean, at least we have 2 Mousesports members that's low. As I say that, Yuri actually gets 1 that has 100 HP, but gets traded. And
Be it like a weapon or a character, like an Apex or a Valorant, for example. But that was just like... It's like, was there a problem with all these weapons initially that you didn't solve? Or did you just decide to make them shit in order for us to use the revolver more? It was very, very broken in the thought process, I think, behind it, let alone the stats of the gun itself.
yeah, they're really used as like guinea pigs in some sense.
Maybe they just uploaded the wrong build. Uploaded the wrong update build.
Well, let's not forget the zero recoil AUG that we had for a while.
We had a lot of weird moments.
Yeah. Very strange testing indeed.
As we're talking about it, sure, there's no kit on Mousesports, but bomb is down 3-on-3 situation. It's already been taken enough. Over half the bomb timer is gone, so save round for Mousesports going to be keeping these 3 weapons they bought.
Ramp first, I believe. So this could start to get a little bit weird because Carrigan on the flank, Honda takes him down. That's huge. Do they go upper now? Now that they've caused a rotation down towards lower, this
has always been FURIA's strengths, but normally we see them more with the lobby defaults and just like abusing inner and then with the vent drops. We didn't see that a lot though, but nice to see FURIA back to their old ways. Acor though, I mean,
amazing.
What a clear, like, Jesus Christ. Normally you would see maybe other players there just clearing it in a no-scope fashion. But Acor is pretty good at this game, so...
I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. Beamer's just saw a T lurking and squeaky at the end, and Acor's creating some space for himself. Got a warning sign of a closed door behind him, but the door's been opened by Art. The quick scope, the no scope, in fact, will be missed. And Art's got an AWP, but has he got time? 1 versus 2? No, he's going to keep the AK-47 out instead. Got a multi-frag, of course. 18 seconds. Surely there's no way to do it. Trying to pre-fire off a ladder. Does he go to save the AWP now? Suggesting he's going away to save pre-fire. Nobody's there. So we'll get the AWP at least. We'll see if he gets to keep it. Mousesports could do with saving their money, to be honest, as opposed to chasing him down.
Yeah, I think they feel pretty comfortable as well about their CT side.
Oops.
Ooh.
I love that he went for the aggression, even though you know it's good. You got to play the confident play.
Oh, Art goes down as well outside to Rops. The orb can't be collected, but maintaining integrity of numbers will be important. As we can see, Rops is going to get challenged there on ramp. He isn't really WP. That's a good connection, and there's no one to really trade that. That would have been an excellent moment for a swing from Honda, but he just wasn't quite ready to do that. And now they're kind of stuck. Oh, the timing here from Frozen looks perfect as well. And just like that, it seems like 1 by 1, FURIA will be picked apart as Mousesports sprint to the finish here on map 1.
Yeah, and it comes off of a very dominant T side from Mousesports. Really had the upper hand the whole half.
And they're going to kick things off on the pistol, which is a fast apartments play. I think all of the steps will be heard though. So it's going to come down to just hitting some of these shots defensively as far as Mousesports are concerned.
This is, I mean, this is a really good start here from FURIA. It's a 5-on-5 potential retake on the A-bomb site. Honda gets the first. We do have a bit of a brawl. As I say that, the bomb hasn't gone down yet, and there's still a lot of trades happening. 4-on-3 now in the favor of Mousesports. No nades yet, though, so we want to pay attention to crossfire setups. But positioning it from FURIA is not great. It's going to require some nice individual performances, and we're seeing that as well from
Sometimes the most fearful rounds for you is on the T side, is to deal with these kinds of rounds. And there's a 45 early on. Vinny's going to spot one more towards Porsche. So trying to get that info as to like, where does Mousesports want to really put the hammer down? Well, there's the, okay, hammer's coming down right now. Oh my god. Oh my
god. Stereo frags top mid from Mousesports.
Oh,
suddenly
no.
Very ill-equipped. Sometimes you get one digs, man. You can't even really, what can you say? He's got the MP5 out. He's got 3 more dudes to deal with. Now, this is not out of the realm of possibility with a minute on the clock. Give himself some space and get an upgrade. Going fishing with the AK. He has the bomb. So much guesswork, though. Mousesports can just play the numbers game. 37 seconds left. And that is a pain in the backside.
Yeah, I mean, you might even be talking about, you know, saving the AK here. You have an armor, AK, smoke, flash. These rounds are still very winnable. We even see it on the minimap as well. Mousesports opting for that B stack, I guess. It's just really Acor here, but he's in a fantastic position. Art with not a lot of time either. Doesn't have time to clear this. We'll see if he makes the right call. And he does. Oh, he actually ends up whiffing the smoke, but it's a good plant. Gets covered. Gets the bomb. That's a bonus at least. You know, we gotta think about the.
We denied.
Yeah, and for FURIA here, obviously very. I was gonna say, if you don't end up going fast, it is very important for you to not lose entries. You know, early, as we know that Mousesports doesn't have a lot of utility, so only down to the 1 smoke left now. B-Mouse, they're just walking in here. That's cocky.
It's a battle of who could be more aggressive. I think FURIA will probably win, but Acor definitely had their best performance on the server thus far, on the server rather. 3 versus 3. He might have a chance to creep forward. Oh, got to be careful. It has spread, and that's taken a lot of HP away. We still have Yuri rapping in CT, but Rops is still in the pit of the A bomb site. You do never quite know with FURIA. Even if they go for a plant on B, they could still plant on A afterwards. So. Oh dear, that rotation is going to come in far too late. Acor stuck now in the ruins. Although you never know if he's able to hide in plain sight here for a while. Perhaps Rops could make this winnable. Acor does have a kit, and Rops is on the way. But Yuri is smartly, look at that spatial awareness. He has no idea where Rops is, so he will give himself some cover. And here comes Rops with a Desert Eagle. So perhaps this won't be what we thought it might. There goes Acor being deleted now. Still a question about Rops. He knows his angles. But so do FURIA.
Yeah, I mean, this is really where.
And Art wants to be up to his usual trick. There'll be a big flash though. Beamer's very fast to dispatch of Art down mid. Seems to know what's coming. Again, with the lack of challenge on Banana. Again, the aggression from Mousesports. FURIA can't do much about it. The peak before the smoke pops. Thank you and goodbye. Good night. Adios, amigo.
I think if we look here, the last few rounds, Mousesports, I feel like, have found the solution here to FURIA. Trying to take mid aggression or mid spacing, but they're not taking app control, which is, I feel like, a big mistake from FURIA. Really allows Mousesports to be standing so aggressive in mid the way that we see them. Obviously, they tend to kind of back up a little bit more if they hear the jump up on boiler, or even if they expect someone to be in there.
Could still be something in this if Vinny can hit a really insane shot, but that's denied by Carrigan. He gets the bomb as well. And that pop flash play top mid.
Frustration like that. If you have demands of yourself, it's good to want more sometimes. Not necessarily a bad thing to have a release of energy. As long as you perform afterwards. Gets right to creating space for Yuri, but not getting the result that they wanted. Oh man, there's just a flurry of kills on both sides, and there's 104 HP for the remaining 2 players of FURIA, mostly with Art. And of course, we've got to push down bottom mid, because why not? Full control, my friend, says Carrigan. Creates some space for himself. kxerato not expecting that.
On the Ence Mousesports, and all 5 members towards this banana area. So we'll see if it's gonna be a fast one. It's looking very likely like it is. They're hitting the bomb site now. Art with a nice little entry though. Full on brawl.
Bemis in that headshot position. In some buy rounds, we're starting to see CTs molly the pool area to stop having to take those fights. Giving the T side so many angles. Bemis now 1 versus 3. None versus 3 because he's dead. FURIA. Oh boy, that was a collateral.
Oh, he hits
15 HP.
Hits all 3 essentially.
Yeah. Art's still alive though, so that's important for FURIA. And they got pop flashes of their own top mid, just as Mousesports did. But Rops may have superior position. Yuri will be taken out for free by Rops, who actually has the entire bomb site. Now he smoked along, especially bomb making its way through the apartments. We can see that kxerato's lurking top mid, but I don't know if he's going to find much of a position. Frozen is around the boiler area, so this is going to get really weird real fast. There are still 2 smokes for these Mousesports players on the likes of Frozen and Acor. It's going to be hard for Frozen to use his one for the time being, however. There's that re-smoke of long. Frozen's patient in boiler.
Yeah, and just the fact that Beam is still here down in banana. Just great positioning here. See the save call coming in right off the bat from FURIA. Makes total sense. Sure, you make the argument if all 3 members have 100% HP, but both Art and Vinny are low, 15 and 20 HP to their names.
What's kind of cool is that, like, Robin, you were saying that when, because we saw this, like James pointed out, this cool top mid flash. That's a kind of a response to the CT's controlling banana and knowing that there's that timing that the CTs will be walking up mid. And
I don't think it's anything to do with like nade setups. I literally think it's just
if you're doing like, I think crosshair aiming is fine, but like if you're using a model, then it's a different story. Like a top connector from top middle Mirage or something, you generally use the grenade as a lineup. Oh, there's a violent exchange on banana. Bear in mind there are 2 primary weapons at this point for FURIA. Arts with the AWP and Yuri with the MP9.
Yeah, another gamble though here from FURIA. So they have made the right call here. 4 players here, all looking to defend this bomb site. I wonder if it's too little too late though. Mousesports hitting this down. No, Yuri goes down, picking up this nade, leaving only kxerato now in a 1-on-2 situation. Picks up an AK though, so it's still very much doable, especially getting that kill.
it would really create problems for FURIA to have full utility, and that's a great start. Oh my god. They couldn't even win this round now because the B side completely open. Vinny has to defend everything by himself, which is exactly what he's able to do here. Oh, Vinny's in unbelievable form right now.
Oh my god.
4 players by himself.
The hold, he dies.
Plays have been outrageous. A lot of shit being thrown towards top mid by Mousesports as they make a play through the smoke. Numbers game forcing FURIA back. Perfectly timed with the smokes in the arch and the library. Yuri left now, exposed on the balcony. He'll be traded, but you can see FURIA doing what they can, swinging through the smoke, but Acor is ready. Sound cut, and Art is wondering how unsafe it is to make this play. Oh my god, he delivers the kill regardless. Acor made it as hard as possible, but still it wasn't hard enough. Art now 1 versus 2. He sees the barrel of the gun there by double stack. Surely he did. Mousesports backing away. They've got to play for an insta trade. A smoke to create some space. See Rob's crouching. Put himself a 1v1. Fired a shot but missed. Still 3 towards B, but maybe that'll have to change soon. Oh, we've got deletions on the A bomb site. This round is surely over. I don't think they can afford to do much more, but
Yeah.
I would expect they may try and retrieve the AWP.
Same again. Look at the difference. And Dan pointed out as well, just having the guy in boiler kills Art there, because you get the first trade. Obviously, the expectation is that they're putting 3 guys in over towards the B bomb site. So sure, you're expecting people to come up from mid. But Robs, even though he doesn't kill, he obviously does get the kill, but just showing himself there kind of prevents FURIA from having that aggressive position, putting Art in a very tough spot. Yeah, you want to go for... We know that Mousesports obviously, again, don't have a lot of money in their name, but they should know that FURIA is really broke as well. So make the argument here that maybe you chase, even though your money is not great. You prefer a Mac 10 on one of your own teammates in a round like this than a M4 in the hands of a CT when you know that could have been better? He shouldn't be. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Twin pistols do a lot in this game so far, so I make no assumptions. I'll leave it there. Oh god, we've just got them all getting deleted. This could be a very fast round indeed. Oh my god, I think Mousesports will win, Robin.
All right, you're allowed to pull one James or one Dan, James. That's all I'm giving you, though.
Makes his prediction at this point of the best of 3.
That's so heartbreaking as well from FURIA, obviously not having a lot of money. We know as well that Mousesports hasn't been peaking mid the way that they did that round. So trying to do something in a fast play onto down in mid. Let's not say anything yet, though. I mean, Vinny is, as I say that, yeah, cast a curse. Vinny has had 4 quad kills